Hey, it's Candace Janae, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we're talking about how to plan your content using Instagram, especially if you're a small business owner or content creator. So stay tuned. Hey YouTube, it's Candace Janae. I'm a Christian entrepreneur, author, and speaker. I spend my time traveling, spending time with family, and creating content. I love helping women build profitable businesses, so welcome to my YouTube channel. So we're jumping right in. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm Candace Janae, and I'm so glad you're here. We're gonna jump right into creating content using Instagram, and I just wanna make sure you guys know who you're learning from. At this current state, I have 54,000 Instagram followers, and I've built it all completely organically. So I wanna share with you how you can actually build your social media following using organic growth methods, and it all starts with your content. So number one, the first thing that you wanna do when it comes to your content is you wanna map out your goals, especially as a small business owner. You wanna map out your goals. Now, the important thing here is that your goals are going to be the things that actually drive your content. So if your goal is to work with brands as a content creator, you're going to create content that is relevant to brands that you may want to work with. So let's say if you are a content creator and you want to work in hair care, you see you love my curls. So I would do a bunch of different videos about hair care and beauty and focus on that, right? And so, but if you're a business owner and your goal is to make more money, you gotta be specific about like, what do you wanna make money doing? And so you gotta be specific about like what your goals are from the jump so that you know like the direction that your content is going to actually take, and that way it can resonate with the audience that you're trying to connect with, okay? That's number one. Number two, okay? So number two is to determine what you're actually promoting. So regardless of what you're doing on social media, if you're a content creator, even if you're a content creator and you're just getting started and you're trying to work with brands and you want to be an influencer, one of the most important things to do is understand that no matter what on your social media platform, you're always promoting something, right? Whether it's yourself or whether it's a product. And so even if you're not getting paid and you're talking about products, you gotta think about it as if you're promoting that thing, but you wanna do it in a natural way. As a business owner that may be selling products like physical products, digital products, or services like myself, you want to be clear about what specific services you are focusing on and what particular thing you want your audience to pay attention to that particular time. And so for me, in my business, my goal is to get people into my consulting services. So if my consulting services, if that's my focus, I'm gonna make sure that I'm clear that that's what I'm promoting. But sometimes, instead of just focusing on like directing people to my consulting services, I may want to send them to a webinar. So maybe I'm promoting a free webinar that I'm hosting, or maybe I'm promoting an email list. So you want to get really specific on what you are actually promoting that particular month, so that when you're creating content, you can create content that actually aligns with what you desire to promote in that business, if that makes sense. Hopefully it does, because we're moving on to number three, which is to actually develop your content plan. And that really goes with what we were just talking about. When you develop your content plan, you'll be able to make sure, like based on what you know you wanted to promote, you'll be able to create content around that specific thing. So for example, let's say you are having a webinar about how to take care of natural hair. So if you have a webinar that's all about how to take care of natural hair, maybe it's happening on Friday. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, you are going to show up with your content, making sure that you promote this free webinar that you're doing. So you want to be intentional, because your content is going to be driven by your bottom line and the decision that you have made about what you are promoting, okay? And so that's basically how you want to focus your content and really develop a content plan around that. A content plan comes up with ideas. So here's an example of how you can come up with content ideas if you are focusing on natural hair care. So maybe you're helping other people learn how to take care of natural hair. So So maybe one post on Monday is like, you know, how I style my natural hair for work. You do a video on that, and then you say, hey, by the way, I've got a webinar on Friday, sign up at the link in the bio. Another content idea that you may have is why I decided to go natural. So why I decided to let my natural curls grow. So these are ways that you can come up with ideas and concepts. And if you struggle with coming up with concepts and ideas and ways to really come up with content that is gonna resonate with your audience, I use this really cool tool called Answer the Public. And Answer the Public basically shows you, when you search on there, what people are searching most consistently regarding that particular topic. So if you go in there and you search natural hair, you'll see what questions people have, and this will give you content ideas if you ever find yourself getting stuck, okay? So you wanna create a content plan, and a content plan looks like, you know, it may be 30 days of content, you coming up with ideas, 30 different ideas for, you know, if you're gonna post one post a day, 30 different ideas of what you're gonna post each and every single day. And if you decide that you wanna post 3 times a day, then you would be coming up with 90 different ideas of things to actually post. So this is how strategic that you want to get. I use an Excel sheet. Some people use Airtable. I've used it at different points in time, but I really like to keep it old school with my content calendar spreadsheet. Okay. Now, number 4 is to create your content assets. So what's gonna happen is when you create your content plan, you are gonna develop and understand like, okay, this is the idea that I have. So let's say if you have the idea about like why I started, you know, why I went natural. You know, you need to record a video about why you went natural. Or if it's going to be a post, like a carousel post, you may need to create graphics that says, here's why I really went natural. And then you got the slider post for the graphic, and you gotta be clear, like, oh, this is what I know I need. And so you basically wanna systematize it in a way where you have a complete mapped out plan of what you need to create and whatever gaps that you may have. And then if you want, you can also create a schedule for like your live videos and things like that as well. But you can plan that out ahead of time, okay? And so you want to think about not just photos, but videos and any graphics that you may need. And then that way you know how to create your content. Now, once you've created the actual content and filmed and like done the videos and done, you know, taken the photos, one of the most important things to do is to actually schedule it. And that is leading us to number 5, which is schedule it using a scheduling app. So the app of choice that I use is Planoly. I've been using Planoly for years. Some people use Later. I absolutely love Later as well. They have really great analytics, but I've been with Planoly for so long, so I've just kind of stuck with Planoly since the day one, day one, A1, okay? And so when it comes to your content on social media, particularly with Instagram, you definitely want to schedule out your content. And I'm going to show you some really simple ways that you can do that using Planoly. All right, so with Planoly, I absolutely love it because you guys see this here. Planoly is so great because it allows you to schedule things out. And so I'm gonna show you guys right here exactly what I'm scrolling into, okay? So if I scroll up and down on Planoly, right, I see all of my past Instagram content that was already there. But you can see that I have content that's already scheduled out. And so if you tap into one, for example, this one with Kim Kardashian, where it's a video that says, would you rather $1 million in business funding or $1 million in real estate? So I literally created the graphic, created the video, and then you see here in Planoly, it's really cool because you get to like type in your actual caption, and then you can include hashtags. And as you can see here, it basically has it where you can schedule it. So if you click into the scheduling, you'll be able to see like that you can schedule it for a particular time and particular date. You can auto post it to Instagram as you see here. And then if you click the hashtag button, it will pop up with a bunch of different hashtags that you can utilize for your business as well. So I love Planoly. And when you go back to the main screen, you're able to see content that was on your Instagram page, but any content that you want to add to your Instagram page. And it's as easy and simple as literally typing out your caption, putting the graphic, uploading it, and scheduling it. And that way you're able to be super consistent with your content on social media. All right, last but not least, we got the final two things, and I've already mentioned them because when it comes to Planoly, Planoly is really great at actually helping you to schedule out your content and do it in a way that it makes a lot of sense to you. Of course, I've included links down below to Planoly and how you guys can get access to that. But the last two things is number 6 is that you need to write the captions out. So in writing your captions out, sometimes you want your captions to be short and sweet, but sometimes you may want to have more of a detailed caption that is a little bit longer, and it may be kind of like longer form content to help your audience connect with your audience right there in the caption. And then last but not least, number 7 is to utilize hashtags. So you want to make sure that you're utilizing hashtags that you know people are looking for. This is going to be the really great way to kind of amplify your content and get it in front of more people so that they can really see the content and see the work that you've done. So one of the really cool things with Instagram is that recently it has allowed for you to actually be able to utilize hashtags and your captions to actually help people find your content. So people are able to find your content on the Discover page, not just by what is in the hashtags, but also in the copy that's written in your caption. So you want to make sure that you're utilizing keywords and stuff like that, and that's just a tip to grow on social media. But if you want to grow your small business on social media, I have a video completely dedicated to that, so you guys can check that out right here. But other than that, I hope you guys have an amazing rest of your day. If you are building on Instagram, you want to make sure that you're being strategic and that you're following trends and finding ways to show up and to stand out on social media. But for now, that's it. Make sure you drop some comments down below. Let me know how you enjoyed this video, what other questions you have. I always like to answer them. Like, comment, and subscribe. If you haven't already subscribed to this channel, that's how I grow, and I totally appreciate that. But for now, goodbye. As always, thank you for watching my YouTube channel. Make sure that you subscribe and get into these next videos. I always appreciate the comments, the love, and make sure when you subscribe, you comment and let me know so I can welcome you.